Hi, my name is Linda Curley, and thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, since I put anything out there, and so I thought, tonight's a really good time for me to do that because I'm super excited about some news that we got today, and so I wanted to be able to share it. One of the things that I was thinking about today was how, the difference in the way we meet people, the network marketing, and the way that we network with people these days, and how it's all about the social media. It's all about how we build, our friends lists, for instance, on Facebook or, Instagram, and how we connect with people in those ways, always through social media. And unfortunately, the side effect of that is that we lose some of that personal touch. We lose some of that really close connections with people. And really, we have to kind of step out and take it further in order to have an actual connection with people. And I actually had something like that happen this last week, and it was really a blessing to me because it really showed me that this person, after just the interactions that we had had on Facebook and through Facebook Messenger, that she felt safe enough and felt confident enough that she could reach out to me in a time of need. And I was able to actually help her through a very difficult time and provide her with, the assistance and some referrals for help. It's amazing to me that that can happen, but it's just so important to remember, that we need those close connections. We need to make a real effort to actually connect with people, not just, oh, that's my Facebook friend, or, oh, I've got this many views, or that kind of thing, but really looking to make a personal, connection with people, remembering that they're actual people and not just a profile. It could be so easy to just look at a profile and that's not really the person. Like, you're going to learn a few things about me in my profile, but you're not going to really know me until we actually maybe have a conversation. And so not forsaking the actual act of having a conversation, and being authentic with each other, and really taking the time to get to know, find out, what do we have in common, what kinds of things are they interested in, and what are you interested in, and then making that actual genuine connection over, those interests. Because isn't that what, friendships and relationships are all about? There's some sort of connection, some sort of, commonality that we can draw from. And it causes us to want to continue, that relationship. So it's so very important that we make those genuine connections. And so one of the other things that I was thinking about this along those lines was I had made some connections also with some people who have in common the fact that, like, my daughter has Crohn's disease. They themselves or a family member, friend has Crohn's disease. And the different things that they were talking about with regards to, if you know anything about Crohn's disease, the severity can just be on such a range that it's like so individual to every person. Things that maybe work for some people don't work for everyone. There's so many different therapies out there and trials and different things, that doctors are recommending, that experts are still researching and trying to identify. Oh, the hair is sticking straight up, so I really want to pull it down. But anyway, so it's such a variety of things. And Some people, can maybe pinpoint certain foods that tend to be that tend to cause inflammation, where others have no clue what foods will do it. One day it may be this, the next day it may not be that, it'll be something else. And that's kind of what we've experienced with my daughter, is we really haven't been able to pinpoint a particular or a specific food or thing that it always causes inflammation. We do know certain things that definitely, if she's stressed, definitely inflammation increases in her body. And so, but one of the things that I was so excited about today specifically was because we went to see her GI doctor. And she was actually impressed at how well my daughter was doing. She said it was very obvious that she was no longer anemic. She had actually gained 9 pounds over the last 8 months or so. And so, there's a lot of encouraging things there. Plus, there's a decrease in her pain. She's because she's not anemic, she's not exhausted all the time, so she's able to do more things, has more energy, and she's clearly just doing better overall. And what I told the GI specialist was that we actually started my daughter on hemp CBD back in September. And one of the things that she noticed right away was the fact that she was sleeping better. And our sleep, boy, if we don't get good sleep, it affects everything in our lives, doesn't it? And she was having trouble sleeping. That was the first thing she noticed, was that she was able to sleep well. The second thing she noticed right away was that it eliminated, reduced her symptoms, her GI symptoms. So what would happen before was that she would get these extremes where she was either constipated or she had diarrhea, but it was nothing in between. It was one extreme or the other. Well, the constipation has gone completely away, and she's just having more normalcy there. And also the fact that she just has, and then the next thing was that her pain had decreased significantly. And so clearly now we also see evidence that her body is actually able to absorb the nutrients she's taking in through her food, because she's no longer anemic. She doesn't take any supplements for that. And she is able to, she's no longer anemic, and she's, just is gaining weight. And so those are two huge things, and it has increased the quality of her life so significantly. She's tried different therapeutic trials of different things. If you have Crohn's disease or know someone with it, you'll recognize things like Remicade and Humira. We tried those, they failed, they didn't work. She's currently taking Stelara, and but she had been on the Stelara for a while before we began the CBD, and really just since the CBD have we noticed all of these differences and the benefits. So whether it's a combination of the two, or whether it's the CBD, I don't care, because honestly it's helping her. It's helping her, and it's giving her a quality of life that she didn't have before. And when you think about the fact that she's only she'll be 17 in just a couple months, and she's a junior in high school, and everything that goes with that, and for it to have affected her life so significantly that we've had to go to homeschooling for her and things like that, and to have this now bringing such healing to her body, it's like, who knows what the future will hold, right? But we're just so grateful for what it's done so far. And so I really have to, sorry, I'm getting a call that I'm just going to decline. Okay. Anyway, so it's just amazing. And so that's the reason, that I began this business, because I truly feel like there's so many people out there who would benefit from these products and who would get their lives back, you know. And so I'm not saying that it cured her Crohn's. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that these are the differences that we have noticed ever since she started taking it. And I can say for myself also the changes in my life since beginning it. I no longer have daily headaches. I no longer have breathing issues that required medication. I no longer have joint pain. I have it increased the rate of weight loss for me, and I'm at the age where I'm over 50, and it can be very difficult to lose weight. I had started a weight loss program, and of course, you know, it just goes slow and plateaus. And when I began the oil, that the plateau stopped, and I was able to see weekly progress in my weight loss. So that's been such a blessing. And because of that, you know, I just have so much more energy. The sleep thing, just like my daughter, I sleep so great that I wake up in the morning energized and ready for the day. So there's just been so many wonderful things in our lives, and you know, I just want to be able to share that with everyone out there, because the struggles are so real and so significant. And if there's something that you could literally just take and have it reduce or eliminate these things from your life so that you have quality back in your life again, then you would, you know, it's so worth it. And so I would love the opportunity to just be able to share with you in more detail about that. So feel free to drop me a message, you know, and let me know that if you're interested in more information. I'm going to go ahead and put some links in there so that you can take a look. And because there's just a free back office, you know, check it all out, read all the information on the products. I can't emphasize enough the importance, now that hemp has been decriminalized, you know, that there's a lot of places, you know, a lot of products coming out into the market, but it's so important that you really do your research, that you look at the ingredients, you know. Basically, the stuff that my daughter and I take it's hemp and it's CBD derived from hemp. So that's it. And maybe if you decide you want a natural flavoring like peppermint or cinnamon, you could have that. But that's it. So that's so important to know, and to not buy things that are full of all kinds of ingredients that are not necessarily healthy. And make sure that it's organic, that it's pure, that it's non-GMO, that it's, you know, that you know where it came from, how it was harvested, that it's third-party tested. All of that you can see in the link to my back office, where you can take a look at that. So I just invite you to go ahead and do that. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And I think that's going to be all I'm going to talk about tonight. I do hope that you have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for listening. Bye.